Welcome back to The Rundown. The race for the American presidency is tight, to put it mildly. With only a few days until the US presidential election, the results could go either way. For many Muslim and Jewish voters, the issue of Israel and the war in Gaza has made the decision even more difficult, as our senior correspondent Bianca Zanini explains in this report.
Tear the occupation down!
Days away from the U.S. presidential elections, pro-Palestinian protesters took to the streets in Boston this weekend, saying they have lost faith in both of the main presidential candidates.
It's been a whole year of both main ruling class party candidates trying to convince us that they're better than the other one. And in reality, we know that both of them are in support of genocide. And so we're out here today demanding that neither of those candidates actually be voted for, because we deserve so much better than that.
Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza has further divided an already polarized America like no other foreign policy issue. But while both Jewish and Muslim Americans have tended to vote Democrat, many on both sides say they're so disappointed by the two main candidates, they're considering a third option.
It's almost like it's a competition on who could fund more money to Israel between Harris and Trump, and that's why people like me and many other Muslim Arab Americans will be voting third party, Jill Stein probably.
Americans have been in a gridlock for decades, and they keep thinking that the Democrats are going to save them. We were pushed to vote for Biden in 2020, and look what he did. He's the one perpetrating the genocide. So for the record, the Gazan genocide will go down in history as being under Democratic leadership and not Republican leadership.
According to a survey by the Jewish People Policy Institute, 63% of American Jews still plan to vote for Democratic candidate Kamala Harris. But for most American Jews living in Israel, Republican candidate Donald Trump is their guy.
I think that things have changed since October 7th worldwide. I do have a lot of appreciation as an Israeli for all the help we've had from the United States of America during this war, and I'm very grateful. I'm not ungrateful, but I am concerned. As an Israeli living in an American Israeli living here in Israel for all these years, what will be if Vice President Harris wins the elections? I feel that her heart is not really with us.
I think it's really a no-brainer. It really has to do with what kind of future do we want to have here in Israel? Do we want a future that has an embargo threatened on Israel every time we defend ourselves?
Many in the Middle East holding their breath for the results of the upcoming U.S. elections.